I want to talk about your city.
Excellent.
Great. Where were you born?
I was born in Athens, in Greece. How about you?
I was actually born in Glasgow, in Scotland, but I grew up in Oban. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Athens. You grew up in Oban, right?
I grew up in Oban,
No,
yes.
Where do you live now? Do you live in Oban?
No, I do not live in Oban. I live in Fukuoka City, more specifically, Nishijin. And yourself?
I live in Yakuin.
Yakuin.
In Fukuoka.
Nice place.
So where is your hometown?
My hometown is Oban. And yours is?
Athens. Right.
Is Athens an old city?
Yes, it's in a very old city,
Really?
as you know.
I don't. How old is it?
Very.
That's old. Yes. Is it a beautiful city?
Maybe no.
Maybe no.
Oh,
Really?
I think it's not a very beautiful city.
No, really. Surprising.
What about Oban? Is it a city?
No, Oban is a town.
Town.
It's very small. It's 8,000 people.
Is it a beautiful town?
On a postcard, yes. I suppose it's quite pretty. But, well, it's just very small. You know.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you think Oban is fascinating town?
No.
I didn't think so.
Oban is a touristy
Oh, is it?
town. It's very touristy, and it's pretty. If you're going to the islands nearby, that's what it's famous for, is the islands nearby. But no, it's not so fascinating. What about Athens? Do you think that Athens is a safe city?
Yes. I think it's a rather safe city.
It's safe.
Actually, it's not a dangerous
Not
city.
dangerous.
Actually, how about Oban?
Oban is safe. Totally safe. I mean, it's tiny and nothing happens.
Which is usually sometimes a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, what is Oban famous for?
Oban is famous for whiskey. And it's famous as a way to get to the islands in Scotland, and really handsome guys. There's a lot of handsome men.
So most people in Oban don't look like you.
No, they look like me.
Or
similar.
better.
Or worse. Yeah. What about Athens? What is Athens famous for?
As you know, Athens is famous for its history.
It's old.
It's a very old town. It's famous for the Acropolis, and it's famous for. I think it's famous for nightlife too.
Oh, really? Sounds fun. So it's a fun city.
It's a very exciting town to live, and it's very lively until early morning. Really,
that's
actually.
cool.
So it's a lively city for sure.
What about cost of living? Is it expensive to live there?
It's not a cheap city, I think.
No,
it's
no.
not cheap. I think the cost of living is rather high. How about in Oban?
No, Oban is cheap. Because it's in the countryside. Nobody really wants to live there. So it's cheap.
That's good. That's good.
Yep, it's good.
How about like the pace of life? How is the pace of life in Oban?
I mean, in the summertime, it's very busy. It's a tourist town, so we make money from tourists. But in the winter, we could say that the pace of life is, well, snail pace. Like a snail. Yes.
That's good.
It's terrible. Yes, it's terrible. What's the pace of life like in Athens?
It's probably faster than in Oban, but it's rather. I think it's rather slow compared to Japan.
Japanese Greek cities.
Greek people have a slower pace of life. How is the public transportation system? Does Oban have a public transportation system?
Yes. It has buses, and they run sometimes.
It's good.
So it's bad. It's very bad.
Does it have like a train?
There's a train to the city which runs 2 or 3 times a day. Also, bad. So the public transportation is bad. Does Athens have a subway?
Yes, it does.
I see.
And,
what's it like? Is it
well, the subway is the best part of the public transportation system in Athens. It's great, it's punctual, reliable, and actually it's also very beautiful too.
Really?
Every station is designed differently with works of art. So yeah, the subway in Athens is fantastic.
No, that's cool.
But
but
it's the only good part of Greek public transportation. The buses are it's totally unreliable. And the train is dirty, really.
What's your hometown?
Well, my hometown is Athens, and it's a big, ancient city, and I think it's noisy and rather dirty, but it's also very exciting. It has many sightseeing spots and many cafes, but it has very few green spaces. It's famous for its history and Acropolis, and the cost of living is quite high. The pace of life is a little slow, and it has very few job opportunities. The public transportation system is pretty bad, except for the very beautiful subway, and that's about it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, and cut.